Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. Friday. Means absolutely nothing for resellers, but hopefully it means that you'll get some sales. I hope that's what it means for me. Oh, let's see here. Good morning. Okay, we've already had your good morning. Let's get the chat popped out. Let's see. Live chat. Get that moved over. All right, I think we're good to go. That was pretty painless. How's everybody doing? Todd is off running around, probably taking care of something. Okay. Let's see what the chat says. Nobody's in the chat. Good morning, Dottie. You're first. Happy Friday.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness gracious.
Been trying to get going this morning.
Yeah.
Myra. Good morning. Kathy. Good morning.
Dottie.
I mean, that's a good way to start out the day, you being first.
Dottie Pena.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see, we got Sally coming in. There's Sally.
What up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sally.
Morning, Hank.
Boo.
Hank Allen Cash.
I was on Instagram and Hank messaged me and I tried to message her back and I accidentally hit the video button.
Oh.
And I didn't know that like called her.
Yeah.
Like it does on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
And of course she didn't answer because she's probably nude.
Probably.
I thought that was hilarious. I was dying laughing.
She's probably like, why are you calling me?
She was like, I'm not answering. You fucking dork. Oh my God.
Yeah, nobody wants to answer those calls at the beginning of the day. That's pretty harsh. I know you did it on accident, but I'd be like, nope,
Picker.
not this morning.
They'll send me a picture of shoes. Those are nice looking shoes.
Shoes.
I'm gonna put the link in.
I like selling shoes.
She said I'm drinking that Pepto today. No.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. It's the Raz for me.
The Rockstar Raz, huh?
Oh, it's super good.
So it's short for raspberry?
Yeah.
How y'all doing today?
All right. Woke up at 5.
Sore.
What's Holly?
went to bed at 9ish
Uh-huh.
and woke up at 5, like on the dot.
Good. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Sally's in trouble.
Yeah, and Ansley wrote, "You actually tagged Mike and Hank." And I said, "You better be glad it's not you. So somebody needs to tag Ansley."
Oh, okay.
We need
I'll
to know.
take that
about
challenge. I'll take that challenge. I haven't
Yeah,
done mine yet.
that's what Hank said. She says, "You out here doing confessions." I'm like, yeah, I guess that's what you could say they are.
Mhm. I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, I mean, we've we've kind of given all the good, more happy stories, and now
Yeah.
we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I had a couple of other ones that were like that I wrote down,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, this doesn't, it's not good. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like I'll share good and bad stuff with you guys, but you guys don't want to hear bad stuff. You know, traumatic things.
Right.
Like, and I mean, I still have those memories in my head, but, and not saying that it doesn't, not saying that, it's not something that I want to share,
Mhm.
but it's not a happy story. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, and
Right.
I have several of those. I have several of those not happy stories that, I do think that it somewhat molded me, and I don't regret them,
Mhm.
even though they were horrible. I don't regret them
Right.
because it made me see things in another person that, I needed to see.
That you were kind of blind to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and if you hadn't have seen those, maybe you'd still be with him, and your
yeah.
life would be completely
Oh,
different.
I think I would have.
You
I
know.
think if I didn't change my mind about how I wanted to be treated,
Mhm.
I think I would still be with them
Mhm.
today. On and
I
off,
have
on and off, on and
I
off,
have
on
like
and off.
15 kids and
Hmm.
pregnant.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
and not have. I mean, I'm not saying that I have a lot to show for my life, and stuff, and like material things, but I'm happy if my bills are paid and I have car insurance. And a lot of people take that for granted, but
Mhm.
I'm happy that my husband won't go and spend our last $2 on a beer when we don't have milk in the refrigerator.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that to me, it's important to to have small things for your family.
That has worth.
And
That has worth to it. That has
yeah,
value.
yeah,
You know.
definitely.
Good morning,
Definitely.
Shirley. Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
So, I mean, it's just you you uh you learn to, appreciate the small things.
Yep.
And you know that, some people, they they don't have a it's like priorities,
Mhm.
you know, they don't have like priorities in their life.
Right.
Well, I think being happy with what you have, what's her name?
Myra.
Myra. I think being happy with what you have can also, what am I trying to say? Like I am happy with what I have, but
Mhm.
it's like some things are more important than other things. And like, even though I like marijuana, I wouldn't go spend my last $2 on marijuana.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's a difference between, you know, like priorities. It's I am happy with what I have. I'm glad whenever I have my bills paid and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, that's just what it is. And I'm happy most of the time. Most of the time. I'm very content with my life.
Morning, Mr. Sadie.
Hi, Mr. Sadie and Crack. Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just posted a picture on Instagram of my bathtub. I'm like, now all I need is, well, I need lime.
Bubbles.
No. No. I need like a lime remover stuff because there's like lime hard buildup in the bottom. And then, but all I need is like chlorine tabs and a tarp and some bungee cords and I'm good.
There you go. Shovel.
A shovel. It's not going to be in ground.
Rope.
Duct tape.
Zip ties.
Line, nah.
Oh my gosh. Fishing and
Wait.
picking. Happy equals beer money and enough money for fish and tackle. All the bait and tackle Walmart are out of fishing line around me. Drove 3 hours to Bass Pro Shop and they're sold out. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Don't they
dang
have a
it.
phone? I would have called them first.
No, I'm not digging a hole for Naked Man.
What the
I have
heck?
a tub that I got from the people across the street. Actually, Brandon got it for me. Because I've been wanting kind of like a spa type tub, like a hot tub. Well, this is a hot tub and I could have him hook it up to electricity and
Right.
it works. It's working. But I do figure that it would be the death of me because electricity is against me. So I'm not going to hook it up to electricity because he would have to hook it to 2 different circuits and it would be just complicated.
Yeah.
So I just,
And you'd be worried about it and it wouldn't be any use to you because you probably wouldn't even get into it
I
in the
probably
first
wouldn't
place.
even use it.
So yeah, I mean, just use it as a little swimming pool.
What are you doing, Bonnie?
Well, I have to say I feel a little bit better today.
That's good. I'm glad. Did you ever figure out what was going on with you or no?
Nope.
Well, sometimes.
But what brightened my day a little bit is when I I finally started getting some sales in the evening, and that kind of picked me up. So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say after you talked to me.
And after I talked to you, Sally, of course. But I sold a sweater last night
Oh, good.
for $75.
Was it made of
Wow.
gold?
It was made out of cashmere.
Really?
It was a joie,
Wow.
spelled Joie. And I had it listed for 95, and I'd had it up for probably a good 8 months maybe. And nobody popped on it. And yesterday I got a message and said, "Would you take 75?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it."
Dang it. You know what?
So that was a great sale.
I've seen that name within the past couple of weeks.
It's a good brand. It's a really good brand.
I think it was at a yard sale,
Yeah.
and I didn't get it.
I can't remember. I know it had cashmere, and I don't think it had Angora in it, but it could. It's possible. But I know it had cashmere. It was cashmere sweater, just a pullover V-neck. But it was a nice color. It was like almost like a sage green type color. But it was really nice.
You guys are having way too much fun with this. Mike says it will, if you dig a hole and fill it with water, it just turns into a mud hole. Get photos. Hank says if it will require testing. Like, see how much water it takes exactly to turn into a mud hole, rather a pond. Man.
Oh my gosh.
I posted the tub on Instagram if you want to go see it.
So I got that.
It's actually a really nice tub. What?
Yeah, I mean, it just needs a little bit of cleaning, but
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it should
And-
do the trick. It should.
And actually, it might make me money because it has a working pump and a working heater, and I'm gonna take those suckers off and try and sell them on eBay. So.
Yeah.
So something that was free might make me some money. I like when that happens.
Bonnie, it's a crazy dog. She got a chunk of food out of her food bowl, brought it into the living room, set it on the floor, and then she has this couple of pieces of fluff that she pulls out of her toys.
Mm-hmm.
And she was burying that piece of food with a piece of fluff. With her nose, she was scooting it on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And then she unburied it and ate the food.
Wow.
I have no idea what that was about.
That's funny.
Crazy dog. You a crazy dog.
So I was
She went back to the fluff to see if there was any food left under it.
Can
Nope,
you blame
okay.
her? I can't blame her for that.
She looked like a squirrel burying a nut for a little bit. Oh well.
I was on eBay. I went to the podcast, and I don't usually watch the podcast or listen to it, but I will like go on there and see what they are talking about or whatever, if there's anything new that we need to know.
Podcast for what?
For eBay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. With Griff.
Uh-huh.
And whoever else he has on. and they were talking about Google Shopping.
Uh-huh.
And basically, shoot, hold on. Okay, so basically, they were saying that there's two ways to be seen on Google Shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And the first way is the first way is in your photos, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I just quickly ran over it and then copied it. So so basically I would say go on, it's www.ebay.com/podcast if you want to look into that. It's the first one is photos and the second one is item specifics.
Morning, Julie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've always heard about the, like, what do you call it? The white background is incredibly important with Google Shopping. You know.
Which is why they added that image cleanup thing to their photo section, so that it says the listing will be rejected if you have any keeps on disappearing on me. The listing will be rejected if you have any of those things on your photo. Let's say, also, like if you have it says ultimately you really do have to have a clean white background, and not only do you need to have a clean white background, you also have to be sure that it has no watermarks, it has no text in the picture, and it particularly has no promotions on or things like discounts or made in particular country like the USA.
Uh-huh.
They won't accept those. The listing will be rejected if you have any of those things in your photo, let's say. And also sorry, it's some of the text whenever it gets put in the
Chat.
well, it's like all of the text is going to shut up, Todd. Like the what do you call it? It's like, this is a podcast, so everything is being talked about, but it goes to text, and it doesn't always come out
Okay.
as it's supposed to be. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like as
Yeah.
people would hear it.
Right.
So
So kind of like closed caption almost.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Julie has a quick question real quick. She says, what would you do if you shipped a package and it was delivered, tracking information and delivered, and they had the tracking information and the customer says they never received it? They need to go to their post office. I mean, your part is done because it has been delivered and it says it has been delivered. So I would encourage them to go to the, if they want to find out where their package is,
Mhm.
they may need to go to the post office.
They also can check with their neighbors to see if maybe their neighbors
Right.
accepted the package.
Yeah.
They also can talk to their
Talk to their
mail
mailman.
carrier.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Say, hey, I had a package, and it was said that it was delivered, but I never received it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because technically, you are the, you've already done your part.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but they said they already did, and no information. Huh.
Then there's nothing else that you can do.
What would you do, Todd?
I
Do anything different?
have in the past gone to my post office and asked them to run a search, but that's not really their job. You're really supposed to go on the website and start a lost mail search. You can do that for your customer if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to start the search and say you're the sender, not the recipient.
Right.
And they can actually do a GPS search of where a package has been dropped off.
Yeah.
But I think that has to be done locally. So one time my postmaster actually got a hold of the postmaster from somewhere in Ohio, and they tracked it down to a house where nobody was living,
Oh.
and the package sat at that house for like a month.
Hmm.
And they were finally able to retrieve the package and get it to the customer on that end.
Huh.
But yeah, that was a crazy scenario.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, because like if you have the Daily Digest where like you'll get pictures of what packages you're going to get
Mhm.
or mail that you're gonna get that day. Um or if you have an account with USPS, usually in that digest it'll ask you like it'll show you the picture of the mail, and then it'll ask you or it'll say at the bottom, I did not receive this. You could click that and maybe maybe it would take you to like doing a lost
Mhm.
item. So it was delivered in the mailbox is what the tracking said.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy, but like I've had probably 3 people that have had neighbors pick their items up for them,
Hmm.
and they found it at the neighbors or
I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could go to, if you're going to go to the post office. I know it's kind of an inconvenience because, with the kids and everything, but you could go to
like
you could
You
go
s-
to the post office and talk to one of the people at the counter.
Mike says I just automatically assume they're trying to scam me and start threatening them. Tell them I know their address. They better behave. Hope that helps. Hank says, shake your fist as you type, you better behave message for further effect.
Oh my God. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
wow,
someone.
that's crazy fishing and picking. Um, maybe it has something to do with the you know, the shipping. Or
I would definitely
check your
light a fire
tracking.
under them. I would be trying to get a hold of them.
They've been pretty quick with me. Like anytime I've messaged them, you know, like you put in like a certain thing, like contact me or something. It's try to contact them, and then they will actually like usually it's like right after.
Yeah. Well, you know, Julie, I know that you don't like the bad feedback, you know, and but you can't really, I mean, I guess if you wanted to make your customer happy, then yeah, you could probably, you know, do a new outfit, but that takes money out of, you know, out of your profit. And what if the same thing happens to the new one? You know, so maybe there's something on her end that she needs to take care of, you know.
Yeah, was it on Etsy?
I'm thinking it is, yeah. And you might contact Etsy on that and say, you know, I don't really know what else to do.
And there's some people that, you know, like maybe she hasn't thought of everything. Maybe her address was wrong, you know, or something. And
maybe her kids got it out of the mailbox and put it in their room. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, variables that could have happened.
So I'm just saying, you can't do that for everybody that says they didn't get their package.
Right.
You know, it's going to end up not being worth it to you.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, when you're in this business, you kind of have to learn to accept bad feedback, because I've had bad feedback given to me by somebody that didn't even mean to give me bad feedback.
Right.
They just don't know how to speak English.
Yeah.
Or read English. And they didn't I'm sure they didn't realize what they were doing, because I translated it and it was good.
Yeah.
But they put negative. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, she said it is Etsy. Yeah, I would, Fisherman Pickens says, I've been in contact with McCarley daily. I get reply message, but they say, wait 3 days and try again. They always close out my message as saying it was resolved. Yeah, I would keep on, because that's crap.
And also, if she does give you a negative feedback, you might be able to contact Etsy and get that removed, because it was not your fault. You've done your part, so they may be able to remove the negative feedback. So that's an option too. I really don't. I mean, you've done your job, and you know, it's been delivered. It says it's been delivered. Once Etsy sees that it's been delivered, I mean, it's out of your hands. You know, they need to go to the post office and they need to say, "Where's my package?" You know, and then they need to start a process on their end. But as far as your part, you've done your part, and you shouldn't have to replace that outfit.
I mean, maybe the mail person stole it, but maybe they've had enough reports on that particular mail person that this is the final straw
Yeah.
or whatever, I mean, you don't know how it's going to play out, but
Yeah.
they
And the thing is even if they do give you bad negative feedback, and even if they, and I know that that's important in your business because people look at your feedback on Etsy, but you may just have to chalk that one up as a loss and, you know, work it so it gets back up. You know, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. I mean, other than, talking to Etsy about it. And I'm sure this isn't the first time that this has happened, so I would give it a whirl and contact Etsy. I mean, it would suck. It would suck if it happened to you, and I completely understand. But if it says I should have gotten a package, then I better have that package, or the person that's delivering my mail is gonna, I'm gonna question them. I'm gonna say, "Where's my package?" You didn't fail, Julie. You did not fail. Mr. Sadie says, I've noticed a trend with all third-party selling platforms lately, and it ain't pretty. Yeah. One thing about that is, you get your, how would you say it? It comes back on us, and, people aren't as, I don't want to say as trusting, but people aren't just as, they're a little more reluctant to buy online because they're afraid that they're going to get burned, just like we do. We feel like, well, we have to keep our antennas at full attention because, we don't want anybody to get anything over on us. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't know where Sally went.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
I've had some glitches on eBay lately.
oh yeah?
Like, I got an offer for a jacket, and then I got another offer for the same jacket from the same buyer. And I was like, what? There's two offers here. And it's from the same buyer for the same amount.
That's weird.
So I accepted one of them, and I'm going to ship the item today, but it still shows in my cha-ching, still shows in my store that I need to do something with the other one,
Uh-huh.
accept or reject or whatever. I'm like, wait, I already did.
sorry, I had to pee.
Smoking sales this morning. How much? What'd you sell?
I sold a skirt for
Sold
$25.
Good
That was
job.
in my Texas pile. So that's two items from the Texas pile that have sold.
Awesome.
That's about $47.
You've been doing a lot of listing.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I did some good listing yesterday, but I kind of got, I guess you could say, I got lazy and kind of backed off with, all of the listing and everything. But I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't do that, but I think I kind of was in maybe a burnout stage, and so yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. Morning, Shauna. She said,
I
I've
want
never
to know,
had a
was it?
problem with Etsy as a seller in 9 years I have sold there. You do your part, which you did, and Etsy will back you. Well, there you go.
Mhm.
I want to know if it was cold in California yesterday, because I sold 2 pairs of sweatpants to people in California.
I suppose if you're up in the mountains or something.
Yeah, Hank says I got my first ever negative recently. Also, had more shitty messages than ever before as well. It is what it is. All I can do is keep doing my best and realize that you cannot please everyone.
That's
This
right.
is true. Well, then I don't know why, Julie. It was at one in San Diego and one in I think the other one was northern. So I don't know.
I tell you what the thing is. So it's so hot there, people have to stay in their air conditioned houses, and it's so cold in the house that they have to wear sweatpants.
Me and Brandon went to sleep last night with the air conditioner on, and I woke up and was freezing, and I'm still freezing because I think Brandon got sunburnt too on his back, but I got sunburnt a little bit on my chest,
Oh yeah.
and so I think that made us more cold, and I'm like freezing this morning. I woke up and I was like,
Mm.
turn that sucker off. Shauna says Vanita lives in California. She's cold when it's under 70 degrees. That's how I had a friend that lived in Florida, and that's how she was. Like, if it was under 70, it didn't matter if it was 68. If it was 68, she went outside and she was freezing and had to wear a sweater.
Yep.
But then if it was over 70, she was hot and she would be swimming in her pool.
Yep.
They're dreaming about cold weather. Oh my gosh. Hotter than Satan's anus, huh?
Oh my gosh.
That's hot. When our 2 weeks of winter comes around again, I will be in hog heaven.
You just need to get you a summer home in like Minnesota or something, or maybe not Minnesota, but maybe Alaska or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come up here and you'll get more than 2 weeks of winter.
No doubt about that. No doubt.
It seems so long. And then we have, days like today. It's not cold. Well, I don't know. Okay, so my phone updated last time at 2:00 in the morning and it was 46.
Oh.
At 2:00 in the morning.
That's pretty cold.
Not really.
For summertime, it is.
Yeah. That could explain why we were freezing this morning.
It is.
Our high yesterday was 72. It was pretty nice.
Sorry, Nishana. I didn't mean to do that. And I recanted.
Is she in Minnesota?
I think so.
Wow.
Minnesota.
It's cold up there all the time.
Oh, it's 50 right now.
It's 75 here. It's supposed to be like 80. I think it's supposed to be 87, which is nice. That's good. That's good. Good weather. I mean,
Our high is 63.
oh, that's good.
Todd's at 73.
Oh, goodness.
73 going to a high of 91. We're summertime here.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so sore. Yesterday I mowed everything,
Mhm.
the yard, backyard, everything.
Mhm.
Did a little weed eating, and then Gwen rolls up in my pickup and says, "We're gonna build a planter around the tree, a circle planter." And so she got the back of my pickup filled with 40-pound bags of dirt.
Well,
and
Nashana, now you need to come up here. So I
bricks.
Sorry.
So
Oh,
she
that's
said, I can't
project.
lift those bags of dirt. You're gonna have to do it for me. Okay, thanks. So I did. Now I'm sore. I was already tired from mowing because I'm a wimp. And then she brings home all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. So she's building a flower bed,
Well, that's fun.
and I'm lifting heavy items for her.
Yeah. That's good. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
So Nashana, what do you talk like then, if not the Fargo people?
Don't you know? Oofta.
Oofda.
You don't say oofta
Oh,
like Nikki.
I can't do
Minnesota. No, I know you guys. I know not everybody talks like that, but 99.9% of y'all.
Oh,
Mr.
she talks
Sadie
like
says
me.
he's getting
Oh.
ready to take down a tree on the lake. How does that work? Got to get my mind right first. Yeah. Let's say, par. Oh, that's for golf. Never mind.
Oh, she's Swedish.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's interesting. Like from Sweden?
Like the Swedish chef on.
She's probably thinking, yeah, that's it, Todd.
Put the flower in the pendulum.
Well, I don't even know what I talk like. She says, like you. Uh-oh. Shirley's on a rampage.
Shirley!
Shirley deleted all of her messages.
Oh my gosh.
Shirley, you hit the wrong button. Don't worry, Nashana, it was an accident. Shirley's not mean.
Can we undo that?
I don't think so. If you've got a wrench, you can still read it. You have to click on it.
What?
Oh, I didn't know that.
What are you doing? What's going on here?
Yeah, and since everybody in the chat has a wrench, pretty much, you can.
I know you didn't mean to, Shirley. That's fine. There she is. Sometimes we hit buttons and we don't mean to.
It happens.
Yeah. So, but she said that she talks like me, but I don't know what I talk like because I'm a mix of California Okie, California Okie, and Okie and Michigan.
A mixed breed. Mhm.
Yep. Well, I lived in California, but I lived in the valley, and my mom was actually um born and raised in a little town called Little Okie in California.
Yep.
And then at one point in my life, I lived in Oklahoma and spoke like I was raised there. And then I moved to Michigan. So I do have that. I do talk like a Michigander, I guess, sometimes.
But we've always kind of had that kind of oaky country. You know, even being from California, we had that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, now it's definitely more prominent because you live in Michigan, I live in Kansas.
Hmm.
You know, so we kind of just let it all hang out. You know.
Yeah, Mike, we would be a little bit more scared if it was you.
Morning, Tina. Mr. Sadie said, "Yep, it's right on the edge of the water, and half the roots are exposed, so it should be easy peasy." That's good.
Right in back of the store that I work at, there's a creek, a river
Uh-huh.
that runs right behind it. And people go back there and fish and stuff. And there's two big old trees that have fallen over recently. And it's so crazy because they fell towards the land instead of falling towards the water, which if they would have fallen towards the water, that would have been so cool. Like, and made a bridge.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool. But they fell towards the land, which is weird.
Huh.
Oh, he's cheating and using a tractor.
Well, good enough for you. I would, if I had a tractor, I'd use a tractor too.
There's your other daughter.
Yep. Miss Tina. Yeah.
He's gonna ram it.
Booyah! There you go, Sally. Gotcha.
He didn't raise me. He was busy making movies. You guys know this.
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
I've never been in Florida.
You've never been to Florida?
Nope. Not even on an airplane. The furthest down I've been is Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to go down there someday though. Just to see.
Yeah, you better do it. Better to get it done this morning. That way you have all afternoon to drink some beer.
Shauna says, watch the YouTube. Minnesota girl with the Minnesota accent says Minnesota stuff. That is how we talk. That's cool. But if you're, did you live in Sweden at all? And do you think that's affected the way you talk, or do you talk like all the other people from Minnesota? Tina's getting some clutches and heading to the shop.
Clutch that's a good place to go. They have like it's like a probably more like a Jamba Juice type of place. It's a
Oh, I thought she was talking about the park.
no.
Oh,
It's like an energy drink. I mean, I know that they sell
Oh,
coffee there too, but they
I was
they sell it.
confused too. I was like,
Yeah, they call
getting
it
a
Clutch.
clutch.
Yeah, but it is so good.
Hmm.
I love that place.
Hank says, ain't nothing to see. Hot and humid. That's about it. Watch the heat wiggles rising off the car, pavement, the roof, fun stuff. We got ice cream the other day and steam was coming from the ice cream.
Oh my gosh. Has anyone talked to Nikki? We talked to her on the chat.
Yeah.
She's still kicking.
We have a Facebook Messenger that where Valerie puts the link in for us, and she comes in there and chats at us. Oh, she was born in Minnesota. My mother sometimes talks to us with that still Swedish accent for fun. Oh, silly. Well, that's cool. I mean, I would want to hear that, part of you.
See, I told you.
I
there was a
did
little bit
say
of
that. It is a crick. It's
not a creek. It's
no.
a crick.
Yeah.
A crick is something you get in your neck. A creek is
all right.
Like a stream. You're full of it. Crick.
Down there in the creek, to wash your laundry.
Tarek calls it a crick also.
She calls it a creek?
Crick.
Crick.
Which is wrong.
It was really hard when I started talking to Mike. It was really hard to understand him, just because of his accent, and just the way he enunciated things. It was tricky. It was tricky. So, and then when I talked to his dad, I was like,
I know.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
He almost sounded like one of those Louisiana fellers.
Yeah.
Because
almost kind of Cajun.
Yeah.
Like his words just kind of run together.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh man. Yeah. I hardly understood anything that he said because, for one, his voice was so low.
Yeah.
And then him talking like I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
Being able to decipher his words,
Yep.
Mm-mm.
But then I moved here and now
You kind of got it.
I kind of picked up on that. I wouldn't say that I got an accent, but I don't know, maybe I do.
There was oh God, what's her name? There was a girl that worked with me, and get it, and her husband came in looking for her, and I didn't know that was her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that he said her name was completely different than than what it was. Tina. Her name was Tina.
Okay.
But the way that he was saying her name, I could not understand what he was saying.
Well, how was he saying her name?
Get it. Get that payment.
Tina?
Yeah. Like kind of, but the way that he said it and everything, it didn't sound like Tina.
Tina?
Yeah.
Tina? I don't know.
And he kept saying it. I'm like, I don't understand who you're asking for. He was standing right next to me and I could not figure out who he was asking for.
Yeah. But then once you figured it out, you were
And
like,
then he goes, it's my wife. She works here.
uh-huh,
She's supposed to be doing donuts.
uh-huh.
And I'm like, Tina? And he said, yeah. And I'm like,
Well, why didn't you say so?
why didn't you say something? But, just a little change in the way that you're saying something,
Yeah.
like and that's happened a lot here actually, because people just talk differently. And he might have been from somewhere else. He really had I don't even know what kind of draw he had, but he had a draw. And I had to learn that in Oklahoma too, because oh my God.
Yeah.
But if I had a preference of like draws to have, Oklahoma would be my number
Oh,
one.
yeah?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Would Oklahoma and Texas be about the same since they're so close together? Would their accent be about the same, you think?
I don't know. What do you think, Todd? Because he probably doesn't even realize that he has a draw.
They're pretty close to the same, I would guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just depends. The
Yeah, it probably depends where you're raised too. and like, where you're around most of the time. But I do think that they're pretty close, but there is a difference.
Yeah.
Because like when you hear Texas Val and you hear Todd, they sound different. Their draws sound different. And then if you hear them two against Beth, they all sound different.
Yeah.
Their draws sound different.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier now, Hank, because I can actually hear.
Well,
I
you
can
don't have
actually hear.
you don't have to base it on reading the lips,
Mm-mm.
because I mean, reading lips, that's an art. That's a skill, I should say.
Yeah.
And you've done it all your life,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. So, yeah. I mean,
Yesterday when me and Brandon were working in the yard, I asked him something and he said, huh? And I asked him again and he said, what? And I said, do you have your hearing aids in? And he said, no. And I said, I know, because you're fucking deaf right now. And he says, well, they were hurting the tops of my ears. And I'm like, no, you're gonna get calluses on the tops of your ears is what you're gonna get. You need to put them in because you're deaf.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't realize that he was so deaf. I'm like, honey, you have hearing aids. They didn't
Use
give
them.
them to you just for looks,
Right.
you know. But
True enough.
I mean, the fact that I'm able to hear you all very well without reading your lips right now, without having headphones on, that's amazing.
Mhm.
I know. Yeah, I would think that us growing old together, that's that's gonna be a challenge if he doesn't wear his hearing aids. Because I think I could kill him. And I'm that person, you know, like I'm the person that says, huh, what, a million times because I don't know what you're saying. But, you know, not now. I'd rather have hearing aids. How many did you sell today, Todd? Or how many are shipping out? I mean,
I got 5 going out, kind of a
uh,
average weekday,
yeah,
and nothing expensive. So it's the
uh-oh.
money amount is kind of average low. But yeah,
I don't know why my computer's so stupid.
so
It
weird
just,
because a ton of stuff, and since then it's just been kind of low average.
yeah. This is true, Hank. He won't make it to the growing old stage unless he wears his hearing aids. And you can't even really see them. You know, there's a line that goes from there to there, you know, around the tops, and then these go on the back. But even on him, you can't see that there's something in your ear unless you really get up close. And this is true. This is true, Mike. He won't be able to hear me if I get up on him with a frying pan. Like my ears are, you know, still trying to get used to them too. Um so and sometimes like the tops of my ears right here will get sore, but yeah, I know. And they're like, you know, especially with my hair covering, but even him, you know, that he has his hair really short and everything, you still can't, unless you're, you know, getting right up to the back of his ear, you can't really see anything because for one, he has his glasses and those go over the hearing aid. And then and you know, even if he didn't have his glasses, it would still be pretty much hidden. Yeah, yeah, you don't sit around staring at people's ears either, huh? I used to be very, because I had hearing aids that completely covered the hole to my ear. They were like, they actually put the putty down in my ear and made a form, so they're custom. And so I was very self-conscious about having short hair and putting my hair behind my ears and stuff like that. They're not creepy. The only thing that's creepy about it is bugs. possibly getting in your ear. Spiders, that's creepy. But see, when you have hearing aids, they can't get in there. Unless they're, they're not in there. So ears creep you out like feet creep out Valerie. Man, I am having the hardest time getting the sore to heal. It's when me and Brandon went out to eat the other day at a restaurant. I took a bite. I ordered a sandwich that had like fried chicken on it and bacon. And so I took a bite of it and the grease like from the chicken got on my lip right here and burned me. And I mean, it wasn't anybody's fault. It was mine, but the chicken was like super duper hot. Like it came out of a microwave. It was like hotter than the sun. And so I'm having a really hard time getting that spot to heal.
Oh no, there's an ear, run away.
You wear pantyhose over your head? I doubt it. You mean like one of these what do you call it? They're like
Like a hairnet?
Yeah, like for wigs. Like for wigs you have those head covering things. Dang it, stay in there. Like a cap?
What are you doing? What are you doing now?
Hank's talking about putting pantyhose on her head.
What?
Oh, give us a demonstration.
Oh my gosh. Here you go. Get ready.
It's the biggest condom I've ever seen.
I know, right? Double duty. Here you go.
So you put that on to hold your hair back and then put a wig on top of it?
And it's like flesh color, so it looks like you're...
I guess.
I mean, you could use that for a mask. if you needed a mask.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
She said, no, you gotta cover your ears, nose, and mouth. Keep the bugs out.
Oh my gosh.
Keeping bugs.
Mike says never a dull moment.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
Watch out, folks.
Stop laughing at me, sister.
Oh my gosh.
Ah. can't grab it.
Hank says, I just love that Sally just so happened to have this thing sitting right next to her to make this demonstration happen
Yeah,
so
it's
quickly.
like,
Just in case.
There we go.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
I need to not have such a low forehead.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you have a unibrow.
Mm-hmm. That's a big unibrow.
man,
You never want to walk away, Nashana, because you never know what you're going to get when you come back.
I'm thinking, wow.
I will let you in, Maggie. I thought she was going to yard sales. What happened to the yard sales, Maggie?
There were two,
Oh, well, that's good.
and we hit them. Good morning,
Good.
Morticia.
Mortician.
I'm like, oh, you're talking to me.
I'm gonna have to watch back this morning show, I think. Y'all have so much fun when I'm not here.
Yep.
So is this your new look, Sally, or what?
No, I was
Well, we started out keeping bugs out of ears, and this is where we wound up.
Oh my gosh.
If I was a bug, I'd be scared to go in her ears. Too funny. Is it not hot though? I've never worn a wig.
It is a little hot.
I'd say it's probably more of a winter thing than a.
Yeah, definitely. I need to like put it to where the part isn't in the middle. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why I can't wear it that long, because it doesn't look right in the middle.
Oh.
Crap.
And there's
What are we-
more.
We're changing colors.
Are these wigs you're going to sell, or are these wigs that are yours?
These are mine.
Okay. Cool.
Have you ever thought about wearing one to work?
I have.
You have worn one to work?
She's
No.
thought about it.
I thought about it.
Oh, wow. That's a different look.
You look like
Shirley Temple.
a 60s model or something. Yeah, like from the 60s.
It's cute though.
That's very cute.
See, you could pull off blonde.
I don't know. With my dark eyebrows. I don't
It's
know.
very cute.
Thanks. See, that one's not parted in the middle.
Right.
And I like that better.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that one better too. And I like it with bangs.
Huh?
I like it with the bangs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I like bangs.
See, I kind of don't like it with the bangs.
Okay.
I just wish it was like, you know, straight back. But I want it to look real. I don't want it to look fake.
Right.
Where do you wear them? Like, if you don't wear them to
Here.
work,
Here.
like wear them to go out. on the
She's
town
a
or
closet
anything.
wig wearer.
Okay, not anymore.
For the moment, anyway.
Hank says you got to wear the long black one with the curly blonde one on top of it.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure there's been somebody in Walmart that has done that.
I think so. Because I think I've seen her. And it wasn't me.
um,
Wow.
See, this one just looks weird.
That one looks fake. Like the other didn't.
Hank said that would be a good look for you when you go out in the yard in your wine pool bath. Absolutely, absolutely.
Sally's trying on wigs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You don't want
I
to
think
see her
it's
in her
fun.
wig? Wait, Micah wants to see in this one.
Godiva.
That would be a good Lady Godiva wig.
Yeah, it would.
Take off your top, Sally. Let's see if it covers.
Don't tempt
Whoa,
her.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not that daring.
Don't tempt her.
You have to know me for at least 5 minutes. I'm taking off my top.
Oh my gosh.
Hank says I should just stack them all up.
Oh my gosh. One on top of the other.
Once you got that all arranged, this one looks nice too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does look nice. Hmm.
Yeah.
They need false eyelashes.
Maybe.
Julie says, "Oh Lord, I leave for a bit and come back to this. What in the world happened?"
That's what you get for leaving.
Bum Craig says, I hope she doesn't reach over to the next shelf to pull out the matching downstairs area wigs too.
Oh my gosh. Right?
You wish you could see that department.
Just have to leave that to the imagination.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Hank
This is
says
one
Julie, she
purple.
first put the pantyhose looking thing over, covering her whole face to keep the bugs out, and then she whipped out the wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Aunt Sally. She's always got something up her sleeve. So Todd, just for a minute, I found this watch, and
Yes.
it's called, I can't get a hold of the thing.
That's a strange name for a watch.
So it's, let me get my loop. Ooh, I like that one too, Sally.
Yeah, I like this one better than the other ones, I think.
So the name on it is Akribos, Akribos, XXIV. I looked them up.
Never heard of it.
I looked them up yesterday, and it looks like they may go for pretty good money. I didn't find the exact one that I have, but on the back it says stainless steel back, water resistant, diamond, and then it gives a number.
That one's cute.
But the ones that I looked up were arranging new. They were ranging anywhere from $295 to $495 brand new.
Mm.
So I can't get the back open. Like
Get your
there's a spot. Huh?
jeweler.
I don't have a jeweler. There's a spot, but I can't get something skinny enough to get in that and pull it up.
Yeah, I don't know that brand.
So
I just looked at them on eBay, and some of them say Swiss made. So
yeah, there's nothing on here, and even on the face itself, it says diamond. So
is it a hand wind or automatic?
I don't know. Let me look.
Does it say automatic on it anywhere?
No, no.
Did you try winding it?
I'm trying at the moment. Nope.
It's probably battery powered. Yeah, you'll have to get the back off somehow to replace the battery.
I need to find a. I mean, the tool that I use is usually this, and I tried it with that, and it has a pretty slim edge on it, but I can't get it in there to get it up.
Right.
I swear that's how they make like expensive watches, is with backs that you can't get open.
Maybe. That sounds about right.
And you don't really want to ruin it. In
Right.
case it is worth, money. So
Does
Yeah.
it have the notches on the back around the edges for like the screw off kind?
No,
Okay, so it's,
nothing indicates that it is.
it should just pop off. Then you got to get
I just got to.
a blade that'll go underneath the
Yeah.
notch.
I'm afraid I'm going to cut myself.
Yeah, don't cut yourself.
But
I poked my hand several times doing that.
yeah, I need to get like a little pocket knife or something to.
So if I was
That
to
might work
wear a
better.
wig outside of this house, it would be this one. I think it looks the most realistic.
Uh-huh.
And it goes with my eyebrows.
It does. It's more you than the blonde ones. But I mean, they all were cute, really.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the all black one. That was
Oh, the
probably.
more, yeah. The
I would
first.
say that's
It's-
probably the
it's
only
the
one
part.
that I didn't. Yeah.
It's the part, and so yeah. But see, I have
But
the
that
part
one
on this
part's-
one. I have the part on this one, and it doesn't look weird because I think of the ombre. Or
Plus, the black one was straight, wasn't it? Was the black
Yeah.
one straight? See, this
Yeah.
the curls in it just are better,
Yeah.
I think, for your face. Yeah. Morning, Karen.
Morning, Karen. Yeah, I like the curls too.
And the hair actually looks like a little more.
This
Real?
is real hair.
Is it? So, yeah, I mean, that makes a big difference too, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah, I like that one. I wonder, can you change the part on those?
Yes, but it would mean restyling.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy to repart it, just to repart it.
Right.
You have to almost restyle it. Hank says, whose hair you take?
So did you find anything good?
There were 2 yard sales. One was, this woman said the ad said designer clothes for $1. And it
Mm,
was mostly Ralph Lauren Green Label, which I don't really consider designer clothes, but I got a Tory Burch sweater for $1. That was pretty cool. And a
nice.
pair of Talbot's Irish linen pants.
Mm.
And I don't really like selling pants, but I find linen sells really well for me.
Oh yeah, linen
Yeah.
does great during the summer months.
Yeah.
That's really
And
good.
then what else? A set of cute hunting cabin themed placemats that I think will sell. And then the other place we went was books. So we got a box full of just old vintage, like old books. And
Mhm.
then 2 crates full of Model Railroad magazine that I'll
Oh,
just
nice.
get listed up.
Mm.
Yeah, so nothing majorly exciting, but
But
fairly
you
good
found a few
stuff.
things.
Yeah, and then there's about 5 more tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Nishana, I do not generally go to estate sales. The ones around here, the prices are so high. They're all run by the same company. The prices are so high and there's no wiggle room at all in them. So I don't know. I generally don't do estate sales. But yeah, everything seems to be getting going again. And the one we went to, nobody was wearing any masks at all.
Mm-hmm.
And in the second one, it was an outdoor at a thrift. It's like a thrift shop or like a junk shop, really, that has closed. That closed last year, so they had a lot of stuff out on the lawn, and then they were open on the inside. Although that's still not legal for them to be open on the inside here, but they were letting everybody in, so that was cool.
I'm going to some thrift stores today, and then tomorrow I'm going to yard sales.
Nice. Yeah, I think our thrift shop's open here is Monday the 15th. Monday the 15th,
Yeah.
whenever that is, they're allowed to open. And then, but I think Sunday we're going to go up to the city and do a day or two of thrifting up there because they've been all the Goodwills are now open up there. Everything's been open up there since last week.
Mm.
Bumcrack says Maggie said wiggle room. That's where Sally keeps her wigs. Yeah, so I'm just gonna list today and tomorrow. I keep feeling like today's Saturday and it's only Friday. I was thinking, oh my God, I
Yeah.
gotta rush home and get my packages ready for 12 o'clock, but I don't. Although I have 3 going out today. It's not a ton of stuff.
Yeah, that's how many I had. I sold a Corona shirt.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Facebook.
A Corona shirt and 2 pairs of sweatpants.
Sweatpants? Crazy.
I know, that's what they both went to California. So I'm like, was it cold in California yesterday or what?
I would say 90% of my sales over the past week have gone to California. I've just had a ton of sales from California. I
That's
sold 2 tops, a regular size top, a plus size top, and then a bathing suit bottom.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dottie, I'm so excited. You don't realize how much you appreciate being able to get out and in the
Mhm.
sunshine and the fresh air and see real live people,
Talk to people.
talk to people. Yeah. It's so
Makes a
awesome.
huge
know.
difference.
Sometimes I could do without that.
Well, there's that. After a while, I might be ready to hibernate again.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like you had your fill of it, and then it's
Yeah.
time to go back into hiding. I get it.
Yeah, this is what I wore out yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Of course you did.
Hmm.
That's funny.
I got a box on the way to Amazon FBA. I'm excited for that to hit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm back in business again.
It's been such a long time.
It has. It's been 3 months.
Mhm.
3 months.
3 long months
3
And then
months of what?
that she
You know
hasn't
what?
sent an Amazon box in.
Yeah. But I look back at the past 3 months and I think I should have accomplished so much more. Like my house should be spotless, or
Yeah, but
my inventory should be completely organized, or something.
that doesn't happen. Just
No.
because you're made to stay home doesn't mean that you're going to get stuff done there.
No.
I mean, you're
I
just
don't think that's a reality. You know.
no.
I mean, it just makes clear the lie in my head that says if I had more time, I really would have a cleaner house. I mean, that's
Yeah.
obviously now just a big fat lie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just what we tell ourselves to get
Yeah.
through the day. Basically.
So that comfort of telling myself that is gone forever,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad.
That's right. That's right, Shirley. She says, I'm a hermit, but I didn't like being told to be a hermit.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm a really positive person, and I just found myself feeling so down at times, like really
Yeah.
that I can't imagine people who live with depression all the time, how they do it, because it was scary to me how down I felt and kind of hopeless at times. I almost
Mhm.
felt like,
Mhm.
Like despair.
yeah, despair. Like
Mhm.
even all through this on Wednesday nights, we've had our chorus rehearsals on Zoom, and I've been really involved in helping making that happen, putting it all together and all of that. But we would at first it was like to go on and see everybody's face, and it was fun and towards now it's like now it's a little better because I'm getting out more, but it's at one point to me it was sad to see their faces, to think
Yeah.
we can't be together, we can't sing together, we can't do this thing that is a huge part of my life, that and these articles and things that keep coming out that's saying that even now people won't be able to sing till a vaccine's found. You can't sing together for years, and it's just terrifying to me and frightening, and I don't know. So it's good to be able for me, it's good to be able to get out and about to the art. It puts me in a much better mental state. I can tell you
Right.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Although we did, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I think, I know that, especially in your area in New Jersey, I know that there's still pretty much on lockdown. And I mean, it sounds like they're slowly opening up, but
Stores open on Monday, and then restaurants are able to open for outdoor dining on the 22nd.
right.
So yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely a good thing. Things are starting to open up, and I mean, I kind of feel the same way here, even though I'm kind of keeping that same mantra of, I'm not gonna run out in it. And I'll admit to it. I've been out in it already, but it doesn't mean that you have to, for me, I just need to stay at home and concentrate on working,
Right.
and it doesn't even have anything to do with the whole virus thing. It's just more of a, trying to save money and all that. So, and I definitely am. I mean, I can definitely see that I am saving money because I'm not thrifting. I'm not going out and,
Oh yeah.
buy. So
Yeah, we did save a lot of money on March and April.
it's making a
May.
difference. But
Hank says, with the glow of that screen on you, Sally, you look like a superhero. What should Sally's superhero name be?
ooh.
Do you know who my favorite superhero is?
No.
Who?
Storm.
Storm?
Storm.
What does Storm do?
She causes storms.
Oh, well, that I never would have guessed that one.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Storm looks really good in a tight suit. Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Who plays that character?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Yep. I'm thinking Hurricane Sally.
Slayer Sally. I like Hurricane Sally.
Maybe Donut Sally.
Huh? Donut Sally? That's not a superhero name.
No.
Yeah. That's like a she shoots donuts out of her fingertips because
Hank says
there you go. The upside down ass kicker.
There you go. That's a good one.
I could work with that.
Hank says she had to go into a large store yesterday. The entire middle of the store is empty. No shelves, no nothing. Lord.
Ugh.
That's weird.
Hank wants you to wear that all day.
No, I can't. Ugh. I'm not that used to it yet.
A little bit at a time.
Yep.
Surf Daddy says, my first crush was Linda Carter as Wonder Woman TV show. I am sure there was a lot of boys that had that same crush. Boys, probably, and men, maybe.
I thought you were going to say boys and girls.
Well, that too. But to each their own,
Mm-hmm.
Nishana Lee says Anita has anxiety issues from her cancer and she never wanted to leave the house. Now she has done a 99% turnaround and can't wait to go to the thrift stores. She needs to be super careful though too, but probably do her good.
Yeah.
To get out.
I would definitely, and it probably would be happening more if I lived closer to a thrift store that was open. I don't even think I'm not sure, but I don't think that our local thrift stores open yet. Of course,
Oh,
I
you don't
haven't
get to-
called. I haven't called or anything.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, to go to Goodwill, I got to drive 60 miles. So that's kind of a deterrent for me also. But I am also feeling, this, I need to get out and, you get to a point where, because I haven't been, when was the last time I went out? Monday, I think. And I've been home every day since then. So it kind of takes a toll on you when you're all, alone and staying in. It definitely takes a toll.
Yeah.
Thrift Daddy says if you can get in and get out, the thrifts in my town are stocked up and competition is less now. Huh. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the store today.
Are you?
And then I'm gonna go yard selling tomorrow.
Cool.
And then of course I have to work tomorrow night.
Yeah.
See, Sally, your own hair, that haircut is so cute on you.
Thanks.
I really like it.
It's really comfortable too.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like you don't even have to really do anything to it.
Oh, I
give it
didn't. I didn't do anything.
It just
I
lays
brushed
so
it.
nice.
I use a round brush to brush my hair, and so it usually gives it a lot of body whenever I do that. And I don't even blow dry my hair usually.
No. Yeah,
I let it dry on its own.
that's what I
But
do.
I use a round brush and I twist it and everything. I don't think I even did that. I think I just pretty much went. That was it.
It's so
You
cute.
know.
Hey, that's the best way right there.
And then like I'll do that to the back of my hair because I mean there's not much hair there. So
Yeah.
Do you wash it every day?
no.
No, me neither. My skin doctor told me not
This
to.
is I washed it yesterday, so this is, usually the second day is better.
Yep.
My second day is always the best day. Usually I'll not wash it for like 3 days.
Right, I wash it one day, then skip 2, and then wash it again. That's what she told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 3rd day, I might use like a dry shampoo.
Oh yeah.
There's like Dove has this dry shampoo that's like volumizing. So you
Mhm.
spray it on, and when you do this, it's all nice and puffy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love dry shampoo.
I mean, my hair looks crappy
I
now.
need to no.
So it was windy
I
this
like
morning.
I like it.
Yeah,
I think it looks good.
it was so windy this morning. It was like
I think it looks really good.
I got used to that short haircut I had. Remember when it had the purple in it and all? And then
Yep. Yep.
I think it looks good like that. I think it looks good at that length.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I like that length.
It's just where all the purple was is these white streaks. I don't know why they turned like that, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do the purple again when I can.
Cool. Just make sure that you don't use really hot water. When you wash it, use as cold water as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hotter the water, the faster that
The faster
it's gonna rinse out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll remember that. Well, I usually wash it in the shower, so I don't know how I feel about taking a shower in cold water.
I used to do it every time when I did my hair. I just have one of those detachable shower heads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so then I turn it, as cold as I can get it, and then I would just use it. So that way it's not like all over my body and
Yeah.
and everything. So
Todd left us.
I guess.
I guess he didn't want to talk about
I guess not.
hair.
Wigs and hair and
Bye, Todd. Have a
I-
good
I-
day.
Ma-
Done with this
maybe-
girly crap.
maybe he was getting jealous there a little bit as we were talking about hair.
Too much
That's
hair
what it
talk.
is.
Uh-huh.
That's weird. He's
Now
not
he's
even
back.
there.
Huh?
His headphones are on the desk.
Yeah.
Todd, come back. We'll stop talking about hair.
Cares of the Beach says stores aren't open around here yet. Only the Walmarts and Costco's and Home Depots are open. Doesn't make any sense that you can shop in those stores and you can't get into a thrift store or a Marshall's.
Yeah,
I know.
it's stupid.
That never made any sense to me,
No.
honestly.
Nope, it didn't.
Yeah, it's like feel free to go to Walmart and Costco because you're not going to get Corona there. They're Corona free.
Yeah.
Oh my
And now
gosh.
they're talking about cases are rising across the country now that we're reopening. I don't know if they're trying to, they're not going to shut down. States are not going to shut down again. I can't see people
I
going
don't
for
know.
that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got some sun yesterday.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did get some sun.
nice.
I burned so easy.
Yeah. How long were you out?
Probably 3 or 4 hours.
Because you're a dang
That's a long time.
vampire now.
You don't put any sunscreen on?
I forgot. I bought it in a spray bottle too, which I should have just do something. I kept it in my bathroom though. I need to put it like somewhere by the front so I can just
Yeah.
Just grab it on your way out the door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, the spray is not supposed to work as well as the lotion, but it's better than nothing.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's like I think I got 60 SPF. So it's, it's pretty good.
I remember rubbing baby oil all over and laying out in the sun and cooking myself.
Shoot, I use Crisco.
Crazy.
Crisco,
Yep.
butter, whatever it took to get me darker.
I mean, I love a tan. Even now, I would love to lay out in the sun and get a tan.
You should see my
Wow.
legs.
Internet
Well,
keeps
there's-
glitching.
Yeah, sure. We think you just were mad about us talking about hair.
Yeah, I got none. So,
Shirley says,
Okay.
Valerie, take it from someone who knows by doing it wrong. Get out before you get too used to hiding out. After my son died and the kids grew up, the habit was too ingrained. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think you can get too used to staying inside and almost have like a agoraphobia type of thing, and and then you don't want to go out because
I do that sometimes too.
Yeah.
but I understand.
It's
Yes.
weird. Because like I don't like to, for instance, I'm not crazy about driving. I don't like to drive, although I do a lot of driving. I don't like it.
Uh-huh.
So after my car sat, every once in a while I'd go out and start it up to make sure it started up. But I literally didn't drive from March until May. And I was
Mhm.
nervous about getting in the car. And the first time I drove somewhere, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was nervous about it. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thrift Daddy, we used to oil ourselves up and lay out.
Oh yes.
And Valerie, I remember she used to spray peroxide in her hair.
Oh my gosh. I did not want to be brown headed. I did not want to be a
Remember
brunette.
sun in? You could spray
Oh
sun
yeah.
in your hair.
I would use if I couldn't get my mom to buy the sun in, I would get peroxide and my dad found out that I had done that, and he's like, "Why is your hair lighter?" And I said, "Oh, it's just because I've been in the sun." And I definitely thought I was smarter than him.
He
Morning,
was
Summer.
dumber than my dad.
Oh my gosh.
Shirley says, and Lance probably won't knock on the door, Valerie.
This is true. This is true.
But see, especially for us in the city girls, we had no backyard. Like we had a little square concrete. So for us, if we got down to the shore, we had to do all our suntanning in a week. So
Yeah.
butter yourself up, cook
Mhm.
yourself. I had sun poison quite a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember those days.
I remember one time we went to the beach to camp, and I took a chair out there and I laid out and I went to sleep,
Mhm.
and I probably sat out there for 3 or 4 hours, and I was on my stomach and my back. I could not sleep on my back for a good week.
Yep.
It was so awful.
Yep.
And then you have chills, and
Mhm.
you're just
You're
ugh.
miserable.
Yep. That's painful.
Yeah.
I just keep telling myself, just wait for the tan. Just wait for the tan. The tan's coming. Just wait for the tan. It'll all be worth it.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
I didn't even do it on purpose, and I was only like 12 or something,
yeah.
but
Sunburns
was
are the worst, though. I mean, it's just
awful.
it's an agonizing.
It is. I mean, it's a burn. You're burning yourself.
Gwen bursts into flames whenever she's in the sun. She's so fair.
That good, huh?
Yeah, that's our sister too. She's very, very fair skinned.
Gwen's one of those redheads with the translucent skin.
Yep.
Yep.
Morning,
She puts-
Summer.
Gwen can put on sunscreen and still get a sunburn. I don't see how that's possible.
I can too. I still have to be careful even with sunscreen on. I could still burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
think
put
this
on sunscreen and be just fine, but she can put it on and still get a burn. And I'm like, how is that possible? And she wears that SPF 20,000 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can wear the SPF 15 or 30 or something. She wears a SPF.
And we go to the beach and sit under an umbrella, which I hate. I hate sitting under an umbrella, and put the sunscreen on, and I'll still have, I still get sun. My skin doctor's never happy with me, and I say to her, but I gotta go out. I can't not go to the beach. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, my hair did not turn green. It blonded up.
These are fit flops.
Yep.
Karen used to make, those are the new, those are fit flops.
Yep.
Mhm.
Those sell like hotcakes. So if you can find them, buy them.
I just bought them.
What brand are those?
Fit flop.
Flops.
Fit flops.
Fit
Mhm.
flops.
Fit flops.
They're supposed to tone your legs while you wear them,
Mm.
or calves, I guess. I don't know.
This is the same brand that I have that has a slat for each toe.
Uh-huh.
Can't find them. If you find those, you hold on to them tightly and sell them for a lot,
Or to come by.
because you cannot find them. I can't find them. If you can find them for me, please, because I need another pair.
Hmm.
And mine
Yeah.
are broke.
Miss Shauna says, when I was with my first hubby, he got a crazy idea to float on an inner tube in the lake. He burned so bad, the burn cream hardly felt like it was doing anything.
I don't like these.
No.
Are those what you bought?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Oh.
They ain't gonna do the trick for me.
We got a really nasty sunburn one time. Michael won a trip, a sweepstake, a trip to the Atlantis in the Bahamas,
Uh-huh.
the Atlantis resort. It was an amazing trip. It was a week trip, everything included, plus $1,000 spending money on top of it.
Nice.
And they had this lazy river,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so nice. And I got so burned just laying on that lazy river for a couple hours. It was
Yep.
probably the worst summer I've ever had. But it was nice.
Hey there, Summer.
Karen said I used a makeshift aluminum cardboard stand to get a tan and lemon juice for my hair. Oh my God, like reflective.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. One time we went to the beach. I fell asleep on my stomach, just like Sally. And I was with my first husband, and I fell asleep, and it was like, I don't know, 3 hours or something that we were out there. And so I'm crispy. We have to pile in the car, and I don't know why, but the car that we took didn't really seat everybody comfortably. And I was miserable because I had I can't remember. I think I had one or two of the kids up in the front seat with me, and then and I think there was Amy, and then Ricky was there. So it was a crowded situation, very uncomfortable. So I get home, and so my back had burnt so bad that it had a blister on it, and it was like the blister was the size of my back.
Oh my
It
God.
was awful. It was horrible,
Yeah.
horrible. I couldn't even put a bra on, and I had to go to work the next day. I had to put a shirt over my back, like a tank top over my back, put my bra on, and then I was able to do that. Yeah,
Oh,
that was horrible.
yeah. And I've been there. Yep.
It was horrible, horrible.
But the tan was probably great once.
Yeah, but it took a while to get to that point.
Yeah, and she can't even remember what it looks like, I bet, compared to that blister.
I definitely had, some thoughts about, I will never do this again, but yeah, it was a horrible situation.
What's that Tom Hanks movie where the airheaded secretary comes in with her bra on the outside of her shirt?
I don't know.
It's Tom Hanks.
Yeah. What was the name of that movie? Oh well, it's a long time ago. Yeah, the lady was kind of senile, and
Kind of.
Or something.
yeah, no, she was, and she's a funny actress, but she came into the office with her bra on the outside of her blouse. Yeah.
Oh,
Come on,
gosh.
Sally.
Working in an office or something. I forget what it was.
Splash? Is it Splash?
Yeah, that was it. The one with the mermaid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Sally.
Good job, Google.
Oh, cheater, pumpkin eater. Oh my gosh. Well, It is 10:06. It's time to get to work. Time to stop dilly-dallying and get some work done.
Yep.
I hope everybody has a great day.
Bye guys, have a
Yep.
great weekend.
Have a good weekend. Get lots of sales. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.